Okay, so I guess we'll try this one more time. If this doesn't work, that I'm Gordon, tapping out. Sometimes, you know, it just wasn't meant for stream to happen. But hopefully this shit'll work. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, everybody. Stream smells like cat pee. It's weird. I don't even have a cat, man. I don't smell like cat pee. I have pudding in my beard. I don't see any pudding. Troll. I don't see any goddamn pudding. I look like a cat pee hobo. Oh my god, dude. Reee, dude. So much fucking reee on the internet these days. I just, you know, I knew asking for it would just get me it, but, you know, I need a break from the reee, you feel me? I need a little breather from the reee, but is this a free speech zone? Yes. Unless I decide that your free speech has earned you a ban, in which case your free speech is stripped from you completely. You're not allowed to speak to anybody in your personal life after you're banned from this channel. If you open your fucking mouth to your mom, I'll sue you into oblivion after you've been banned from this channel. Your right to speak has been... Oh, it's a free speech zone, dude. It's a totally... You are free to say whatever you want. Once. Fuckface Paul. Oh boy. Fuckface Paul. Oh man, it's gonna be one of those nights. Yeah, you're not allowed to have any Pauls before me. I'd better be your favorite Paul. I don't care if you're daddy or your fucking war hero grandpappy or whatever the fuck was named Paul. I better be the top Paul. Oh man. I have refugees from the Mariposa wildfire. You taking in refugees from a California wildfire? What a fucking saint. Why don't I get actual good guests on DP? I don't know, man. Can you tell me how it's done, bro? Can you fucking instruct me on the wisdom of how to get good guests on DP? Considering I've never had anything to do with getting guests on DP. Why was there no show last night? Because there aren't any shows on Wednesdays ever. IDK trying getting someone popular. Man, are you gonna open up a fucking consulting firm? Because that is... I can't believe you gave out that gem of advice, dude. I can't believe you gave out that gem for free in a fucking YouTube comment section. Are you gonna open up the Teehee consulting firm immediately, dude? The whole Trump-Russia thing is making me about as sick as all that gay SJW shit. You let that unfunny hack Stephen Hofstetler unchallenged like a bunch of pussies. Didn't TJ go on the most anti-Semitic screed ever at the end of that show? Or am I remembering being on a different show? Like, Steve was offended by the, you know, constant Nazi spam in the fucking chat. I myself am not. And that was that. I look like the Big Show with hair. Cool. Well, for a comedian, he was boring as fuck. I mean, I disagree. He might not have been an episode of My Little Ponies in terms of keeping your fucking attention, but, you know, he was alright. You might do a little better watching Twilight Sparkle get fucked in the ass. That might be more your speed. Do you know Glenn Jacobs is running for mayor of Knox County? What? Isn't that Kane? Porl, I love you. Can I gorble your norble? Sure, dude. Get on down here and gorble my norble. What it do, what it do, what it do. Star Trek Discovery looks like fucking dog shit. Yeah, it kind of does. Has it started yet? Or, because I saw a picture of like what's supposed to be a Klingon, and it looks like Violet Beauregard halfway through her transformation into a blueberry after chewing the blueberry gum. Am I wrong? Why are Klingons a big swollen fucking hemorrhoided looking sack of gas now? What is going on, dude? Why do they have a big pair of fucking hemorrhoids on their head? Big old shiny plump hemorrhoids just hanging off the front of their fucking foreheads now. Like, why did they make that decision? Mr. Mean Mustard, I'm gonna give you a chance to redeem yourself. You've been posting non-stop in the chat. I'm gonna give you the opportunity to not do that again. And if you do, then I'll fucking punch you. I'll strip your freedom of speech from you. The rest of you are free to do it. It's just him. Just Mr. Mean Mustard that's not allowed. I can't stop you? I might not be able to stop you, Autizimo, but I can certainly make it hard for you to continue. Oh, there it is, dude. Man, why you make me do that? You know what? I'm just going to put you on timeout. I'm just going to put you on timeout. I'm not even going to block you. I'm going to give you a second chance to go away for a little while and come back later with a new attitude. I mean, most people don't even get one chance, Mr. Mustard, but I'm trying to be kind to you, you see, because I like you. I don't know what it is about you, kid, but I see something I like. You went to Green Theory in Renton today. Was a good place for your first visit to the area. Yeah, the new Green Theory kind of blows, or at least I've heard from people who I trust, that Green Theory is not quite the same as it was when it was in downtown Bellevue. It sucks for me too, because that was a walking distance weed hookup for me. It was like a nice 5 or 10 minute stroll to the weed shop, and then they closed it and moved it to Renton. Whatever. Hey, Highdeology, my kids and I love the stream. Keep it up. My son Matthew would love it if you play his song, Can You Feel the Love? What? Dude, don't watch this with your children. Go put on the actual Lion King for your children, sir. Whenever I do a weed, I don't feel anything or act different. How do I make it do something? You have to inhale it, retard. Most people, and this is just the truth, and this was true of TJ as well, dude. And he will claim up and down for the rest of the entirety of his life that this is not true, but I'm telling you, nobody smokes weed for the first time and doesn't get fucking stoned. Unless they don't inhale it. Period. Nobody out there just has some weird brain chemistry that isn't fucking affected by a rush of THC. If you burned cannabis and inhaled it into your lungs and didn't get high, you're a mutant. I've seen people, dude, I've seen it happen, dude. People mouthing it. It's like, well, no wonder you're not getting fucking stoned. You're mouthing your hit. It's not like, you know, you're not smoking it like a pipe. Even if you are smoking it from a pipe. It's not like chewing tobacco. You know what I mean? You're gonna fucking inhale it. Paul, have you ever thought about reviewing old movies about corrupt news like 1976 Network? I mean, look, my kind of the thing for Cinema for Cynics is I kind of review everything I watch. If I watch a movie from start to finish, there's going to be a review up there of it. I pretty naturally watch between 2 and 3 movies a week, and a lot of times those are rewatches. So when I rewatch a film, I'm going to do a review of it. Did I see the Blair White versus Onion debate? Yes. I saw parts of it. I tuned in for about 5 minutes and immediately tuned out. It was like watching a nightmare happen. Dude, did I trigger you earlier, Teehee? Is that why you're trying the weak-ass all-caps copy pasta? Did I trigger you earlier when I was fucking on you? Dude, you can't get mad. You can't get mad, bro. You gotta simmer down. You gotta take as much as you give here, okay? I didn't mean it, man. I take it back. No, I'm not gonna ban Teehee. He just got triggered, that's all. He just got mad because I fucked him right in the ass in front of everybody, and he went away for a long time and came back with this copy pasta bullshit. I put it in his pooper in front of everybody, and he felt like, oh wow, okay, fuck you. Sounds triggered to me, bro. Sounds triggered to me. Dude, hit the caps lock button, Teehee. Over on the left. It's probably lit up on your keyboard. Hit that. I know, dude. He's typing up a storm, man. He's trying to think of the perfect comeback right now. But really what he should be doing is just chilling with us. I mean, there's really no problem with that. Just hang out. Dial down the tism for one live stream. I mean, the next one that you move to after this, you can go right back to autism, but come on. Let's chill. Think about what you did, Teehee. I'm going to put you in timeout. 300 seconds, Teehee, for you to think about what you did. My boyfriend plays lacrosse. He gets so many goals. I eat his ass after his games. Cool, man. That's a really nice thing to do. a question. Can you answer it, please? And then after that, I have another question. Holy shit, dude. It's like having ass air conditioning. I know. You're all swampy from a hard game of polo or whatever the fuck, and then tongue bath when you get home. You want to go outside and smoke, but there's an animal out there, and I don't know what the fuck it is. It's too big to be a dog, but too small to be a deer. Just take a flashlight out there. It'll probably run away and smoke. There you go. Or just crack a window. Dude, if you're worried about the smell and you don't want to go outside, here's what you do. You go get a toilet paper roll, like just the roll at the middle of the toilet paper, not the whole fucking roll. Although I guess you could use a whole toilet paper roll if you needed to. And then get like one of those dryer sheets, get a couple of them, and like a rubber band. And you take a hit, right? And then you exhale it through that. Yeah, dude, make a sploof, dude. Get a sploof going. You exhale the weed through that and out a window. And it just, it makes everything smell like dryer sheets with a little bit of weed. I have a question. Marry, fuck, murder. I don't do FMKs, dude. I don't do fuck, marry, kills. I got bored of that game back in grade school when we were playing it. FMK is not fun. It's not funny. It's also how you smoke memes. Am I a flat tax or progressive tax guy? I support a progressive tax over a flat tax. Although I'd be willing to hear arguments for flat tax rates. I just think that having a progressive tax rate approximates, equity better than a flat tax rate does. 10% of your income as somebody that makes $30,000 a year, or 20%, or whatever the flat rate is a lot more, significant chunk of your spendable income than somebody that makes $10 million a year, even though they're paying a fuck ton more. You have 200 billion Canadian dollars. I'll give you 1 billion if you let me sleep in your bed. Okay. What does 200 billion Canadian dollars come out to? Can I go get a Coke with that here in America? Can I get a Coke and a bag of beef jerky with that in America at a fucking gas station somewhere? Let me know. Would I braid my hair into cornrows? Absolutely not. Dude, my desire to have white guy cornrows, if there ever was any, which I don't really think there was, died the day that I saw my cousin Mark with white boy cornrows. And I couldn't stop fucking laughing. He at this point was trying to, be gangster and shit. And like, he came to a family function wearing like an oversized basketball jersey and white boy cornrows, and I just died laughing the entire fucking day with his brother. Me and his brother Brian were just fucking on him mercilessly all night. He was trying to mug like he was all hard and shit. Cornrows. Fuck me, dude. Cornrows, man. What a mess. You're gonna let your beard grow out to fix your leafy chin. What do you need to maintain it? Well, first of all, you may not like the results. You see, man, I don't mean to be mean here, but if you've got leafy chin, a beard ain't gonna hide it. beard is not gonna hide it. Like, you can still see the basic structure of my face under the beard. I got this chin here, I got my jawline back here. You can still see that. And if I had no chin, then all this shit would be up here. You just don't, you can't, there's certain things you can't drape a fucking curtain over, and one of them is just having no chin. You know, there's no beard in the world that is gonna grow out and hide the fact that you ain't got a chin. I wouldn't go that route. I wouldn't personally go that route. You're gonna sue me? For what, dude? Mr. Mean Mustard, you seem like you're getting mad again already. Just chill out, bro. Chill out. If it's entertaining as sleeping, then let me just put you in another timeout, Teehee. Because you can't type while you're sleeping. Can't type while you're sleeping. There's another 300 seconds in purgatory. You'd have crushed Paul pre-workout. Now yeesh. Dunno. What? You would what, mate? What do you think TJ will do when he can't live off the welfare of his fans? Do you think he could do a hard day's work like you have, Paul? Do you really think he could pull himself from that? I think that TJ will do whatever he's got to do to keep making money, like anybody else in the world. And if he's got to go work a job, he'll do it. The ending of Doctor Who was shit this season. I don't watch Doctor Who, so I assumed it was shit, and I didn't waste my time watching the whole fucking stupid ass, dry ass, silly ass British bullshit. I hate, dude, oh man, I was so tired. I'm so glad that Doctor Who has receded back into the cultural consciousness a little bit, because for like a year or two or three there, Doctor Who was everything, you know. Doctor Who was everywhere. Doctor Who, hey man, you watch Doctor Who? You watch Doctor Who? You watch Doctor Who? Doctor Who, Doctor Who, Doctor Who, Doctor Who. Hey man, you watch Doctor Who? It's a great show, man. It's about this British guy that goes in a phone booth and he goes to different dimensions and shit. It's great, man. It's great. It's like, it's Doctor Who. No, I'm not watching Doctor Who. I don't care about Doctor Who. Please go away and shut up about Doctor Who. I know you aren't exactly a big fan of Sargot of Akkad, but would you ever make jokes that are brought up against just dead? They made the Unisian the rules. Dude, it's been a while since one of you guys has gotten banned. Congratulations. I like saying who. Cool. Thank you for the $5, Jacob. I appreciate it. How much for you to get Maynard Mohawk and mutton chops? You don't have enough money, trust me. Raping kids is cool, unless Muslims do it. I don't think that's a quote. Have I ever taken psychedelics at a concert? I don't think I have, honestly. I'm pretty sure I have not. I'd probably remember if I had, so I would say no. Not really. So, man, you Trump supporter or not? Not really. How would you feel if you figured out Breath was on his deathbed dying? Isn't that what you do on your deathbed? Number one. Number two, I wouldn't give two shits or a fuck. Wouldn't care one iota either way. He can't jumble himself into doing a shit job. He can't humble himself into doing a shit job at IHOP. I know he could do something, but hopefully it won't involve tour vans or anything. I mean, do you feel better now that you've vented your vitriol at TJ for 2 long paragraphs of holy shit, I can't believe he took the time to type that out bullshit? You feel like a big weight has lifted off your shoulders. You've come into one of TJ's friends' live streams and spewed your autistic bullshit at him. If so, I'm glad you got a little relief. A friend of mine thought she was Satan, killed herself by sticking her head in a lead fireplace. Fuck. Sorry, didn't mean to giggle, but ouch. Remember that teacher who said nigga? There was a hilarious episode of the Boondocks solely based on it. I think I've seen that, actually. No, I'm thinking of the one with the Booty Warrior. I didn't know that there was one. I've seen the Booty Warrior Boondocks episode. There's actually a couple of them, aren't there? I heard that your father played the trumpet. Did he perform in front of a large audience? Your grandpa would play large venues in St. Louis. No, my dad never was. He toured for a little while with like a jazz quartet, but didn't play any big audiences or anything. He just loved to play. I don't know that he was technically the best trumpet player ever, but I always liked listening to him play. Paul likes to censor our free speech. Oh my god. Teehee, you still haven't calmed down, so go back to the naughty chair and think about what you've done. I watched the first, whatever, 3, I think, episodes of Westworld and promptly just kind of lost interest. I thought, you know, that it was really good before, you know, the big reveal of what Westworld actually is, and kind of how they brought that out was fun, but once it was out, I just kind of didn't care. Forgot to type a message in the last one. Dear Paul, sweet Paul, can you bring back the living man on DP? Your character of him is hilarious. Well, if he gets up to some shenanigans, I'm sure I'll bring it back out. You can't just drop a living man, you know, sight unseen. There's got to be a reason for the living man to come out. That Ornisiorn debate was a shitstorm. I tuned in and saw his face with that red stuff. Oh, yeah, it was stupid. It was a waste of Blair White's time. I mean, maybe they both got fat paid from it or whatever. I don't care. It was just dumb. It was just them going. It was like him going, "What did you say?" And her going, "Greg, Greg, Greg, Greg," and him going, "What did you say? Did you say? Are you saying that I'm not a pedophile?" Greg, 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 Greg. I mean, that's basically what happened for the 5 minutes I was able to tune in and watch. Greg, Greg. Have you ever watched the TV series Fringe? No. I don't really watch TV. chances are the answer will be no to that. Play any good games recently? Trying to think what the last like newer game that I played was. Like recently I've been just playing games that I've played for a while. Diablo 3. I guess I'm having a little bit of fun just running around with the new Necromancer. Play a lot of Heroes of the Storm. Well, not a lot, when I get the chance. Do I believe in a rap god? I mean, Eminem is kind of the rap god, isn't he? If not, somebody please step to him. Rick and Morty are on the 30th. Mang, are you ready for 97 more years of Rick and Morty? It was all for the Szechuan sauce. Okay. I'm glad you're stoked about Rick and Morty. Yeah, dude. Well, Attack of the Clones is not the best, man. Would you play the new game that came out today, Albion Online? No. I kind of looked into it. I think I know which one that is. It's been in beta forever. It was supposed to be like a return to the Ultima Online kind of top-down isometric RPG thing, but it's all instanced and it's all bullshit. I don't want to play it. I want to play a real game that allows people to kill each other and profit from each other's misery and suffering. And until that MMO comes out outside of EVE Online, then fuck it. What'd you think of the new E-Species live stream? Ugh. I recall TJ once saying that he gets tired of the DP memes and only plays along with them for the audience. How do you honestly feel about them? I mean, some of the memes, like, I don't know, they run their course for me, and I don't really think that I try and force them for any benefit of the audience. Like the individual situation shit, that lost its luster for me quite some time ago, but it's also one of the best ways to make fun of Brett Keane, pointing out how many times he says individual and situation. And so I don't know, Drunken Peasants has always seemed to be surrounded by a sprinkling of new memes anyway, you know. The Glenn Jacobs meme is starting to get a little stale for me now, but I'm sure that the audience will keep doing it till the cows come home. Man, dude, every time you pop your head out of the hole, you're sour. Go back in there for 300 more seconds, bitch. Think about what you've done. Memes are the new religion. No, they're not. That's the sad thing. They're not even anywhere near as influential or important as religion. It's just the way it is, guys. I'm sorry. Memes are like the new Pogs. You guys remember Pogs? You probably don't. Go look up Pogs. Memes are the new Pogs. And in a few years, people won't be playing Pogs anymore, except for a few really sad people. Dude, I had some slammers that had to be illegal for Pogs, man. But then the memes dried up. I'm fighting in the culture war. Look at me. Can suicide ever be dignified? Suppose I've lived a full and fulfilling life and want to master my own death by opting out of life on my own terms rather than just withering away in my bed. I don't, like, look, dude, what people commit suicide for and shit really is their business. I can certainly understand, I could understand the desire of somebody in their twilight years to not want to face all the degrading of their body and shit, and to decide to opt out. You know, I would like to think that that person is of sound mind and body, and that's the actual reason that they're doing it. They're choosing to opt out of their life, and there's really nobody that can stop them from doing it either. I mean, it would be nice if a person could go through the process and do it in a way that was comfortable in a clinical environment, but it's not like, you know, people can stop somebody of sound mind and body from killing themselves. Favorite channel awesome producer from their heyday? I don't know, man. Such a weird question to fucking, like, lead out of suicide with. I still like TJ, but I think you are a more intellectually honest person. I'm glad you, Ben, and Scotty are there. It feels like you drive DP more than TJ super chat Kirk. What, dude? Can you just quit with the fucking long ass fucking paragraphs of shit that doesn't inform me and solely exists to shit on TJ? Is it? I mean, like, honestly, since it's your third one, I'm just gonna block you. Like, you're not getting the fucking point. So, get the fuck out of here. Like, I've been around way too long to be rope-a-doped by the, here's something that's congratulatory to you at the beginning, and then just continues to shit on TJ for the next fucking 18 sentences. Find something else to do, dipshit. TJ is good. Paul is good. Fuck the chat. Whoa. Whoa, buddy. Passive-aggressive kinda. Remove the kinda. It's just like nakedly passive-aggressive and silly. Dude was like fucking taking all that time to type paragraphs of that fucking shit. Eesh. Cool, but your ideas about open borders are a little whack. Okay, well, that's fine. There are always scoffers, my friend. There are always scoffers. I don't feel like I will leave enough of a mark to be quoted in the future, but there may come a time where people look back at people like you who defended a segmented world, a compartmentalized world where suffering was exported. They might look at you like we look at people that put leeches on each other and performed exploratory surgery and shit with dirty fucking implements. Do you ever think there will be a good Scooby-Doo movie? No, because Scooby-Doo's not a movie, it's a cartoon. And when you try and take a cartoon and turn it into a movie, the results are almost uniformly fucking terrible. So stop it. Dude, a Scrappy-Doo movie, now that could work. Oui, absolument. Je parle souvent avec mes amis francophones. Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost was good. Okay. We don't want another Last Airbender situation. Last Airbender situation. When are you gonna embrace monarchy and realize it's the best system we've got? Okay, dude. I'm not even gonna read the rest of your paragraph. Despooge. Can I speak Swedish? Yeah, dude. I just said, how are you, and which way is the bathroom? What's your favorite strain for sex? Yeah, doing the dirty sativa, you gotta go sativa, man. Like, I don't know if I have a particular strain. I don't have a special strain that I smoke before sex, but if I'm gonna be doing the dirty, I want some sativa in the system. Paul, what is the largest number of beers or other alcoholic beverages you had in one sitting? I mean, one sitting. There have been days where I've drunk all day, like starting in the morning when I woke up and then went into the wee hours of the next morning. But that's not one sitting, that's an all-day affair. Like, I don't know, like, I guess the times where I used to go out to get drunk, I'd drink like, I don't know, I'm not like a world record drinker. Like, if I was going out to get shitty, sit down and have a meal and some beers or something, drink like 6 big pints of beer. I used to do that a lot, like go to the microbreweries around where I lived, get some grub and just drink beers all night. Can you take a steamy piss in your mouth? Can I take a steamy piss in your mouth? No. Because I'm where I'm at and you're in your college dorm room trying to not wake up your fucking roommates who are jerking off trying not to wake you up. This is why YouTube is the future of media, because you can't have a conversation with a TV host. I mean, is this a conversation? Is that what we're doing? I have the stream playing through my laptop and my phone. Sweet. There you go, man. Two-pronged Paul's ego. I'm drinking a Belgian white and it's disgusting. I'm sorry to hear that. Maybe you should stop drinking it. Can we have sex? No, we can't. A college roommate that jerked off so loud, motherfucker would face down to the bed and bounce up and down. Man, that sucks. Did you ever, like, pull him aside and have, like, the talk with him? You ever pull him aside and say, like, alright, dude, listen, I jerk off, everybody jerks off, but could you not rape the fucking bed, man? Is there any way that you can blow a nut like a normal person so I don't have to fucking hear the squeaks? Because I know you ain't in there with a chick. So, please. Please, homie. Please. I would have had that talk real quick. So I'm pretty direct. When I'm forced to live like on top of people, which, you know, it happens in life. If there's a problem, you gotta be direct. You gotta fucking just bring it up, because if you allow it to sit and fester, then you're just gonna hate that person forever. Nah, man, I was in there with that hope. No, you weren't. You were in there fucking your mattress, okay? I know what's going on in there. I know no bitches are coming home with you and shit. I ain't never heard one single squeak out of no girl. You're just in there pounding your fucking mattress, man. And it's cool. I understand. I'm just asking you, is that the only way that you can do it? Because, man, I'm tired of listening to you hump your fucking mattress, homie. I had a similar kind of thing happen. I lived in a condo, a 2-bedroom condo, years ago. This is when me and my ex-wife were first dating. And so it was me and her in 1 bedroom. And I was rooming with my friend Waylon and one of his exes, a girlfriend of his. And dude, she was putting on a show. Let's just put it that way. There's, like, to skip straight to the point, she knew that I was in there with my girlfriend and shit, and she thought it was incumbent upon her to let me know how good the dick was next door. I don't know why she thought I needed to know how good the dick was next door, but let me just put it this way. Like, this would have been over the top for a porn performance. Like, you know how porn chicks are constantly going, like, if it was a level above that. It was a level above that. And, like, a porn director would have been like, can you bring it down a notch? It was just like hollering, screaming, bed banging up against the fucking wall bullshit. And I let it happen for a couple of nights, because I was like, you know, I don't want to be a dick. But on the 3rd night that I was woken, and, you know, I was working at Starbucks at the time, so my day started fucking really early. And it was starting even earlier, because Waylon would get home drunk with his girlfriend and take her directly upstairs to the bedroom and put on a fucking porn cavalcade right next door to me in this fucking thin-ass walled condo bullshit. So the 3rd night it went on, I got up, I turned the light on in my room, I got dressed, I walked right next door, and I pounded on the door, and it got real quiet. And then I said, cover yourselves up, I'm coming in. And I gave them like 5 or 10 seconds, and then I opened the door, and they were laying next to each other in the bed. And I said, look, I have a job, and the last time I checked, she doesn't pay rent here. I wouldn't have said a goddamn thing, but this fucking 3 nights in a row performance that you guys have been putting on is over. And if you've got a key, I pointed at her, I said, if you've got a key to this house, I want you to leave it on the fucking counter when you leave. You don't have a key to this house. I don't want you here when he's not here. And when you're here together late at night, tone it the fuck down. If the dick is too good, then take it to your place and fuck. And that was it. I closed the door, and that was that shit. I wasn't even gonna say no shit about coming home. Like, dude, I was starting to get fed up anyway, and really, honestly, it was just the fucking nail in the coffin. Because in addition to being tired as fuck because of the goddamn bullshit, I was coming home from work after busting my ass all day to her sitting on the couch, usually with a bag of chips that I bought sitting in front of her with the air conditioner on, and Waylon's not home. So that was the last day that happened. I got up the next day and there was a key on the counter. I added that one to my key ring, and I told Waylon that if he gave her another one that I would take his fucking key. And that was that. Never had a problem with that again. Sometimes you just gotta be direct though. And my hand was forced in that. Did they break up soon after? They were always on again, off again. She was that girl that was just like, he's dating her for a few months, then they have some big blow up and she's gone for 6 months, and then all of a sudden she's back around again. Since fucking high school, it was like that. He ended up marrying her eventually after he got her pregnant. And that's a whole different story, dude. It's a whole different ball of wax right there. Wailing, dude. How do I like my coffee? I drink my coffee black. I don't really care to drink coffee that needs to be sweet. I mean, I've done it, like in a pinch. If I'm at a diner and I really need coffee and I know I'm gonna get dog shit coffee, I might throw like a packet of sweetener in there or something, some cream. But if I've got my druthers, I drink it black. What would you do if you got complete creative control over a Jeb movie called Please Clap? I already did that stream. I'd make the movie. I mean, that'd be that. Oh, dude. That type of shit, man. Like, I'm way too aware of other people to ever have that happen. So I expect that same level of fucking shit back from people. If I'm gonna be sharing space with you, we gotta have some kind of common fucking respect for each other, or else. Your coworker likes Perfect Circle over Tool. Should you just murder him? I don't know if murder, but you might want to just stop talking to him about music. Ever been behind someone, you smell that nasty ass puss, and then throw up on their back? I'm asking for a friend. I don't know that I've ever puked from the smell of a puss from behind someone, just walking down the street. But I have caught many an odoriferous whiff of people, and have probably been guilty of stinking myself on several occasions. So, you know, it happens. What's something that you thought would age badly but aged really well? Aged well, like I think that most of Kubrick's movies have aged really, really well, even though all of them are period pieces at this point. I think that they're still really, really watchable. The Big Lebowski is good. Yeah, that's another good one. It's from a very particular time in the 90s, and it's very reminiscent of that. But I showed it to Ashley for the first time. This was a few months ago, I think. We finally sat down and watched The Big Lebowski, and she really liked it. So looks like it still translates, which is cool. Matrix 2 and 3 are good movies. The Matrix 2 is aight, and that's a cautious aight, and the Matrix 3 is dog shit. My favorite comic book villain was always Thanos. Although back in the day, because I didn't have the benefit of having heard anybody else speak his name, I called him Thanos for the longest time. And my brain still wants to call him Thanos when I talk about him. I got into comics right around the time that the Infinity Gauntlet and Infinity War thing was going on. I had all those comics, and I fucking loved Thanos, dude. Carnage is great, too. Carnage features pretty prominently in the Infinity series, too. I've seen John Wick, yeah. I haven't seen John Wick 2, though, yet. Favorite Wes Anderson movie? Rushmore, probably. I have not actually caught Moonrise Kingdom yet. I keep meaning to. I think I have some presuppositions about what it is, and it's keeping me from watching it because it just, I don't know much about it. I've tried to avoid spoiling it because I really do like Wes Anderson, but I don't know. I need to just suck it up and watch it. I couldn't be less excited for a movie than I am for the new Dark Tower shit. I don't know, dude. I'm not a huge fan of the series anyway. I think I only read the first 2 or 3 of the Dark Tower books before I tapped out. So I'm not really looking forward to it. It doesn't look all that great to me. I'm a little bit stoked to see Matthew McConaughey's... I got fucking lambasted for saying Matthew McConaughey. Jesus. Matthew McConaughey as the villain. I really like him as an actor, but I don't have a whole lot of hope for it. Is it supposed to be a sequel to the books? I have no idea. I don't know, really. The Disaster Artist looks pretty funny. Angriest I've ever left a theater. I think I've told this story. I mean, it had really very little to do with the movie. It was when I went and saw that stupid movie Monkey Bone. No. Was it Monkey Bone? Yeah, it was Monkey Bone. And there was a woman in the theater with her kids constantly bitching about how over the top the humor was, just like it was her fucking living room. Oh my god, I can't believe that they would do this in a cartoon. It's a cartoon movie. Isn't it a cartoon movie? Oh, don't watch this. Don't watch this. I can't believe this. It went on and on and on. I asked her at one point, could you just, please? Well, she took that, me turning around to tell her to hush, she thought that meant that I wanted to talk to her about why the movie was fucked up. So I got up and left the movie and got a refund or a free ticket to come back and see some other fucking movie because the bitch wouldn't shut up. I was pretty mad leaving that theater. I've seen a lot of dog shit in the theater. I don't really leave ultra mad usually. I was pretty mad after I left the Rogue One showing that I went and saw, just because I felt like it was such a resounding failure. This wasn't even a black woman to my recollection. Rogue One is not good as fuck, man. I mean, maybe it's good. You know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe it's good as fuck if you're a millennial that didn't grow up with the originals. Maybe it's good as fuck. I don't know. Maybe outside of the context of everything I know about Star Wars, it's a good movie. But in context, it is fucking dog shit. Just terrible. Monkey Bone, yeah, dude. I don't think I missed out on much with Monkey Bone. Kind of glad that lady drummed me out of it. Yeah, but the Paranormal Activity movies weren't great to start with, and just compounded as they got more and more sequels. So yeah, I don't know that I would have. You know, I was pretty pissed off. Even though there's something about the movie that keeps me coming back to it, I went and saw a midnight release with a bunch of friends of mine of the sequel to Interview with a Vampire. What was that one called again? Queen of the Damned, I guess. And man, I've rarely been more disappointed by a film based on my initial expectations of it. I have watched it quite a few times since and have come to appreciate parts of it. There are parts of those movies that are really well done. Particularly, I like the parts when he's back in time with Marius, when he was first made and all of that. I wished more of the movie was spent on that. The books are good as well, yes. What do you think of them making the TV series based on the Vampire Chronicles? Whatever. You know, if the movie had been more of that, not to... But see, this is why I keep going back to that Queen of the Damned movie, because I don't think it's a good movie, but I've watched it an embarrassing number of times because there are things about it that just kind of pull me back to it. And, I don't know, dude. If it would have been more of just Marius and Lestat, then it would have been, you know, basically the same concept as the first film. I guess they could have shown how it differed from Louis's upbringing as a vampire. I would have enjoyed that a lot more than seeing Aaliyah walk around and all that shit. I wonder, too, if the movie would have been better had Aaliyah not died during the filming of it. You're legitimately dying from... dude, I have a cold, too. I slept most of today and woke up feeling a little better. I have one nostril, I think, now at any given time, so fucking sucks. It's just, I don't know, dude, it's that time for me. Spring and summer. I'm new to Washington, so this is my first Washingtonian summer, and I guess the shit that blooms here in the summer doesn't agree with me, so whatever. Woke up with an earache and a sore throat. Yeah, I don't have the earache, but got the scratchy throat. Best P.T. Anderson movie other than Boogie Nights? Probably There Will Be Bloods. I'd say There Will Be Blood. You have a gun to your head. You have to either you fuck either Jack Lemmon or Peter Finch. No, do Peter Finch. Peter Finch was way more feminine, you know. Best Nolan movie. I mean, I really, really liked The Dark Knight, so it's hard for me to choose one other than that. I really liked the original Dark Knight. Best David Lynch film, my favorite is Mulholland Drive. Mulholland Drive is one of my favorite films, period, so. I have not seen Interstellar, no. Interstellar, and I know it's not the same movie, but it suffers from this. Like, I've actually watched another one of these movies recently, but when these aliens coming to Earth and how we scientifically react to it, movies come out, all I can think of in my head is Contact, that 90s movie written by Carl Sagan, with fucking Jodie Foster and Matthew McConaughey. And I just, when I see the trailers for them, I think, wow, it's Contact. Okay, so we're doing Contact again. And I know that there's probably, you know, not aliens and they're very structurally different, but I feel like the approach is the same. And that may just be a misconception. I watched Arrival recently, and it was very reminiscent of Contact, just like I feared, even though it took place differently. It was just the feel of the movie and the way that it progressed was very reminiscent of Contact. I really like Contact. It's a guilty pleasure. I mean, I don't assign much guilt to it. I like watching it. I think it's a fun movie. If I could play any character in a movie, who would it be? People have asked me that before, and I think the standard answer that I give is Baron Harkonnen in a remake of Dune. Like a good remake of Dune. I would love to play Baron Harkonnen, man. That would be awesome. I've seen Sunshine, yeah. An ironically depressing film. Am I excited for Stephen King's It? I'm not excited. I'm cautiously optimistic. Some of the shit that I've seen that they've presented in the trailers has turned me off, like, in a very big way. I hate the scene where the fucking clown comes running up out of the sewers and shit. It's just so fucking shitty rubber mask monster movie garbage. But some of the dialogue and at least the structures of the scenes that I've seen with the kids and the back in time sequences seems, maybe it's promising. So we'll see. I don't expect to be blown away by it, but I'm not willing to say conclusively that it's going to be total dog shit yet either. What do I think of The Mist being made into a TV show? I think that's a swing and a mist for the network. I don't know why they would do that. Dark City is such a badass movie. Dude, I totally agree. Dark City is, it's just really great. And it's a big glaring problem. But fucking Kiefer Sutherland's performance in Dark City is so hammy and over the top. It's so... It's hard. It's so hard to watch scenes with him in them.
My experiments would prove that you are more than you perceive. You.
And you're just like, oh my god, what? Who wrote this? Who coached him to do this? What's my favorite jam apart from toe? I like raspberry jam. You owe us a review of Interstellar. You would watch shitty movies with the cloying, but you won't see Interstellar. I watch what I watch, man. Look, I'll probably catch Interstellar at some point. I just haven't, and I'm not in any real rush to, because I feel like I've seen it. I may be wrong. If I am, I'll do a review. Favorite sandwich? Dude, I like a BLT. And a good, honest, simple BLT is hard to beat, man. I like a pastrami sandwich too, so take your pick there. Pastrami on rye or a BLT, man. I love you, Paul, but you way overthink shit. Well, I can't hardly change that about myself now, can I? I'm pretty grown and set in my ways, so I guess I'm gonna have to try and focus my overthinking. I mean, I'm not gonna be a dishonest person and tell you that that's not true about me. It is true. I do overthink things, but I don't know how to make my brain do the inverse, so. Dude, if you had a BLT and the bacon's like glass that shatters in your mouth, you got fucked up. Somebody got you twisted and gave you a fucked up BLT. Did you see the movie War Machine based off of the journalist who was assassinated? No, I have not seen it yet. Thoughts on Land of the Dead? Not Romero's best movie, but whatever. There's some interesting things in it, I guess. I didn't feel totally robbed of my time after watching Land of the Dead, although I don't know that I'd really recommend it. Best one-hit wonder songs? Sex and Candy by Marcy Playground. Man, that's the one-hit wonder of all one-hit wonders. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Eagle Eye Cherry, Save Tonight. That's another good one-hit wonder. It's not better than Sex and Candy, though. Teenage Dirtbag, another good one. What was that other? There was a lot of good one-hit wonders in the 90s, man. Counting Blue Cars by Dishwalla. Remember that one? That was a good one. By the Crash Test Dummies. Yeah, yeah. There was a song called Yeah, Lynn, dude. Steal My Sunshine. That's a terrible song, but I like it. It makes me think of, like, summertime. One of those songs, man. Favorite live Ween song? I love when they play Baby Bitch. That's my all-time favorite to see them play live. V for Vendetta. I mean, it's okay. It's good. It's a shame that it spawned something so cringy, because it's hard to go back and watch it now without thinking of a dude with like 3 tons of neck fat poking out from underneath his fucking Guy Fawkes mask and a fedora on with a voice changer talking about how to expect him at the buffet at 3 o'clock sharp every day or whatever the fuck. Like, it's just a shame. It's a shame that you know, the movie was fucked by the people that came after. Poop Ship Destroyer is a good song, man. Poop Ship. Destroyer. Poop ship. Is anonymous a joke or is it really a thing? I don't know. I think it's a little bit of both, man. I think it's a little bit of both. Bop. What was that band called that did Bop? I haven't thought about that song in so long. The Hansons. Yeah, that's right. Hanson. That's right. That's right. New Blade Runner. I'm gonna go see it. I'm cautiously optimistic. I don't like that they're dragging fucking Harrison Ford back out to reprise his role as Deckard. Like, I don't think that needs to happen, but we'll see. Cautiously optimistic on that one, I guess. We'll see. I'll definitely go see that one in the theater. I haven't checked out Gene's solo album yet, but I will. Were you alone in thinking the Macarena would never die? Yes. Yes. Most people knew the Macarena was lame pretty quickly into its life cycle. Dogma holds a special place in your heart. It's a good movie. Have you seen the new Blade Runner trailer? Yeah. Have you seen Nice Guys? I don't think I have, no. Where have all the cowboys gone? Yeah. I don't know about the ultimate one-hit wonder, but come on. How do you feel about all these strangers asking me questions like I have all the answers? I don't know. I mean, the whole point is for them to ask me questions, so if I don't have the answers, then I just make something up. What do you think of the Tom Savini remake of Night of the Living Dead? I thought it was pretty good. It is pretty good, but that's the problem. It's a pretty good remake of a fantastic film, so... Opinion on the Talking Heads. Don't really have one. What direction do you think Cinema for Cynics is headed in? Well, I would like to eventually have a set, something static behind me, maybe that I could change out seasonally, but I'd like to rig some better sound and just continue to work on my writing and performance. I want to get closer to how I actually feel about a film, which is something that takes practice. So those are the things I'm focused on. Congrats on. Oh, is that Pimp Monk? I think that is Pimp Monk. Why, thank you, my friend. What's your second most played game on Steam? Clicker Heroes. What even is that? It's one of those stupid fucking nothing games that just like fills time. A lot of that playtime isn't representative of real playtime. It was just me leaving it running for hours and hours and hours on end in the background and then checking it once a week and going, holy shit, leveling up. It's like a cookie clicker or some shit. What does Michael Jackson and caviar have in common? They both come on little white crackers. Wow. Wow. What'd you think of Hofstetter? I thought he was a fun guy to talk to, fun to chill with on the show, and I had a good time having him on. Have you ever listened to Captain Beefheart's album, Trout Mask Replica? I had a friend that was a Captain Beefheart fan, so I've probably heard it in his company. I'm not as into it. You ever get your beard caught with your food when you eat? No. I eat pretty carefully. And if something is sloppy, I make sure that there's an army of napkins nearby. Change your name to your real name. The pimp thing. Yeah. YouTube's a little triggered these days. Ever get jizz caught in your beard? I can't say that I have. It may have happened at some point, but if it has, I have not. It's not something I remember. I think I'd remember, like, load bearding myself. So, does Ashley ever complain about the beard? No, dude. Today, and I shit you not, people fucking say I'm lying, but today she came home and she gave me from work. She gave me a kiss on the cheek, and then she like kissed the beard. And I was like, "Oh man, that was weird. You kissed the beard." She's like, "No, I love the beard. I wanted to give the beard a kiss." Ashley, she likes the beard, dude. I think she likes the beard because she's seen now lots of pictures of what's underneath it. So I don't blame her for loving the beard. Have you seen the Alex Jones rant as an indie folk song? Yeah, I've seen it. It was funny. You guys are talking about Dark Souls. I'm not saying they're bad games. I'm just saying for my time investment, they're a little high on the frustration factor, yeah? That's all. Do you think we'll see a series of movies like Harry Potter or Star Wars again, given Hollywood is shitting out remakes like nobody's business? I mean, I'm sure it'll come along. Something will happen. Harry Potter came along at a time where, people were saying, oh, it'll never happen like that again. And then the Avengers has happened too, which I don't really put on the pedestal with Star Wars. But certainly a lot of good movies in the franchise, right? So yeah, these things come along. You just got to be patient. When I went and saw Baby Driver recently, I was reminded that it is possible for a brand new, never heard of it franchise to be really fucking cool. And for me to go in and pay all the popcorn money and sit down and enjoy a film and really genuinely enjoy it. So, you're down to under half a pack of cigs a day now. Damn. Dude, you know who else is creeping down? TJ. TJ's on the Chantix, man. And I think he told me today he's down to like 5 or 6 smokes a day, which is pretty crazy. He was at like a pack and a half before he started, so. But that's good shit, man. Glad you guys are, yeah. Man, pimp, 3 fucking packs, dude. I think a pack and a half, maybe even flirting with 2 packs a day was where I topped out as a smoker. I could, dude. I don't. 3 packs a day is crazy. That's so good that you're down to where you are. I see you in your streams every once in a while vaping away, so I'm glad that seems to be helping a little bit. Shit is fucking really hard, man. Really hard. It is not easy. How many times has TJ tried to quit smoking? I don't know. Probably about as many times as I did before I was able to finally kick it. And I didn't even really kick it. That's the cold hard truth about it. Is like I kicked the cigarettes, but I'm still a nicotine addict. So any other addictions? Probably, I don't know if I'd say I'm a food addict, but I certainly like use food as comfort, I guess, in times of emotional distress. So I am addicted to memes as well. You drink alcohol every day, you're probably an alcoholic then. If we lived on this planet 200 years ago, we would all be getting at minimum 20 times more physical activity than we do today. That may or may not be true, I don't know. It's probably true. I think that has a lot to do with the way people are. A lot to do with the quote end quote mental health crisis. Not that I don't believe that it exists, but I just believe what's at the root of it is that we're living in a way that is contradictory to our genetic makeup. And human beings didn't evolve to sit in fucking cubicles with bad lighting all day. We didn't evolve to sit our fat asses around like I'm doing right now and talk to the fucking computer all goddamn day. You know? And when you live contrary to that, it's like you take an animal. You know, you take an orca and you take it out of its natural environment, you take it, make it a fucking attraction in a zoo somewhere. And, you know, they get depressed. They hate their fucking lives. You know, I've gotten to the point where I just kind of don't like going to the zoo anymore. Because I'm just looking at animals that would much rather be out of that cage back where they were fucking supposed to be, sitting around being fat and lazy while people walk by all goddamn day. But we're living pretty similarly in comparison. We shut ourselves up into small spaces and we work fucking thankless, meaningless jobs that for the most part aren't physically engaging. Certainly not physically engaging to the point that we need to sustain a healthy body. And we fill our fucking brains with chemicals and shit in pill form to try and dodge around it. I'm not saying that like depression wouldn't exist without modern conveniences and stuff. I'm just saying that I think that more people experience it because of those things. Yeah, that is true. You gotta use the body. I don't think that mental health knows an IQ limit. I'm not one of those people that romanticizes mental illness by saying that it's only intelligent people that get it. It's just not true. It affects pretty much everybody across every kind of social strata. It's just a fact. The solution is to kill the Jews. mental illness does enhance creativity, though. Well, be that as it may. I don't even know what my cultural heritage is. And if I did know what it was, I have no idea why I would be proud of it. If you're only willing to... What? What are you smoking? True that. That's why prison doesn't work very well for like 90% of people. Yeah. Smoking blue cheese tonight. And it's got me pretty fucking mellow. What's the weirdest porn you ever clicked on? I mean, it may not be super weird, but I remember there was this one of like a dude in a, like, it was like a woman being just like gangbanged by aliens. And it was presented like it, you know, like an alien invasion was happening, but the aliens were just dudes in like gray morph suits with the crotch cut out, so their dicks were flopping around and shit. I mean, I can't imagine anybody actually rubbing one out to that, but I mean, I don't know if that's the weirdest, but it's stuck in my mind for a long time. That shit we played on the show the other day of the woman just like wrestling in the bathtub with a dude. Like, that's porn. So that's pretty fucking weird. Saw a porn where two girls had their asses painted like pumpkins with their bodies hidden behind hay bales and guys dressed up as rednecks and fucking them. That's pretty awesome. That's a pretty good one. Hey Paul, ever seen the movie Haunter? I have not. If it's on Netflix, though, I will probably run across it someday. Wondering if you could do a reee. I'll read the fucking title of the stream and see if you can glean your answer. Have you ever seen the movie Martyrs? I don't think I have. Doctor Strange, yeah, buddy. Saw Doctor Strange in the theater earlier this year, or last year, late last, I don't know. I saw it with the guys. Is there, dude, the film The Suck Dickster, dude? The Rhyme Trickster, The Suck Dickster. The Leg Kickster. Yeah, the Leg Lickster, dude. Two Filet-Lin Galen. Two Filet-Lin Galen, man. Oh man, JF, dude. Dude, I wish JF would rap more. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off now. Thank you guys for chilling. See you next time.